Hi everyone, Nessie here. I have another journal to show you. I know it's been a while, sorry. It's always difficult for me to craft in the summer, I find it too hot. But I've done another one, and I've done a summer one this time, a beach themed one. And this one is an accordion journal again. It's been a while since I've done an accordion one, so I have an accordion one. This one measures about 7.5 inches, 19 centimeters that way, about 5 inches, 13 centimeters that way, and it is about 2.25 inches, maybe about 6 centimeters thick. And to make this one, I used 2 kits by Compass and Ink. One was called Beach Junk Journal Pages, and the other one is a Nautical Junk Journal Kit. I will put the link to Compass and Ink's shop in the description below. It has a total of 7 small signatures in it, giving you 112 pages front and back. Okay, let's start. So it's not an attached enclosure because it's an accordion album, so I've just used a scrap strip of tea-dyed fabric to tie it closed. And on the front cover I have decorated it with some music paper covered with some gauzing. There's a fussy cut image of swimsuits. It says, beach days are the best days. I've also decorated it with some shell type beads. So there's little shell one there, and then there's some shell star buttons as well. There's a little one there and there. And then this is I'm not really sure. It's kind of like a coral type stone. I bought them when I was on holiday in Devon. It has like a little starfish on it. I bought a couple. A few of them shattered, so I've coated this one in glossy accents in the hopes that it makes it a bit more sturdier. And I've also added some string type roping on it as well. So that's the front cover. And then we open it up, and on the first page there is a fabric side pocket which has a fussy cut image of a boat and some gauzing. In there is a large journal card. This is one of the pages. Now what I did was, my son brought a whole load of old exercises books home from school because he's changing schools, and they had loads of blue lined paper in it, and I decided to tea dye it and use them because I liked the blue lines, because I thought it kind of picked up on the blue lines in the kit. They have run a bit, but personally I quite like the fact that they've run. I think it kind of adds to the look. So all the tags have been backed in blue lined paper. And this one also has a little envelope from the kit, and I haven't put anything in these envelopes, I've left them open. But yep, there's a little envelope from the kit, and that's in the first pocket. Then we come to the first signature. Now I've left the signatures quite plain. They're mainly tea-dyed paper. Each signature will have one music page pocket, which I will have left empty for you to fill, and then we'll either have some sort of bag or envelope or some kind of decorated pocket, which I have put a journal card in. So I'm just going to go through it quickly. So we've got tea-dyed paper. Here's the music paper on this one. So this one has side pockets. What I will do is just grab this piece of card so I can show you. Here's your pocket here. and I've put some hessian trim on that, and it's been stitched. Tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper. And this one has a flip out envelope. So on the front of the envelope there is a pocket which has 2 cards in that have been backed. Oh, it's so hot today. I have the window open so you might hear noise. And then this flips out, and inside this envelope there is another card. Then that flips shut. Then we have more tea-dyed paper. There's the centre of the signature with little discs on. Tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper. It's the other side of the music page with the pocket here. And tea-dyed paper. Then we come to the back of our first signature. This has got a top tuck spot, which has been decorated with some stitching, a tea bag, fussy cut image, and says go for a swim. In there is a postcard from one of the kits and a large journal card. These larger journal cards I've made from pages from the kit, that way around. And then on the next one, here we have a envelope. This untucks from the boat here. I've slit it there so you can tuck it in to keep the envelope closed. And in the envelope there is a journal card that's been backed and stitched. And the enclosure doubles up as a pocket with a tag in. And that just tucks in there like that. And also behind the envelope there is another little journal card, and that goes in like so. And then we have the next signature, which is tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper. Here's our music pocket. This one I did put a pocket on. It's the only one I put a pocket on that I have filled, because I used a pocket from the kit on this one. And that has a little card in and a tag. And there's your centre discs. And then this has a little flip out on it, so you could add what you want on. Tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper. Now this envelope is an altered envelope that's removable. I've made the paper clips to kind of look like little stamps. This one's got a boat on it. And on the envelope, I've distressed the envelopes, added a fussy cut with a bit of fabric and gauzy that says at sea. On the other side, there is a wax seal of a compass. I don't know if you can see that or make that out. And inside the envelopes, I've just put some plain tea-dyed paper for you to write notes on. And then just fold it over and attach with the paper clip, like so. On this side there is a clear tissue pocket, which I've decoupaged with bits of napkin, Surf Club. And in there is a large journal card. See, you can just about make through that it's see-through. And on the other side there is a bottom pocket with a small pocket on the front, and in that small little pocket there are 2 diddy little cards. They've both been backed. And then in the larger pocket I have 2 tags. Next signature, tea-dyed paper. Here is the music pocket. This is a longer, thinner pocket. Opens at either end. It does open. There you go. There's your pocket. Tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper. This one I've used a paper bag, which I've distressed, and I have decorated it with some music paper and a bit of gauzing, mermaid kisses and starfish wishes. Quite sweet. And inside there is a journal card. Tea-dyed paper. The centre of the signature. Tea-dyed paper. This side I've decorated it in the same way, but this time it's catching rays and making waves. Quite cute little beach sentiments or words. And then you've got tea-dyed paper. Like you see, there is a lot of writing space in these journals. There's your other music pocket. There. Tea-dyed paper. And then on this one we have a large back pocket, which I've decorated with some tissue paper. There's a fussy cut image, some sewing, a scrap of fabric with beach life on it. And in the back pocket there is a large journal card, which has been backed and tea-dyed. And then there is a smaller little envelope on the front. Now with my last, I wanted to say journal, but it's not. I made a black book last time, and I put these little paper scrap tab things in to make it easier to take things out of the smaller envelope. So I've done it again with this one. I do seem to struggle lately with things like this. So in there are 2 little journal cards. And this is just a piece of tea-dye paper that I've folded in half, folded the top over. It just makes it easier to get them in and out of the envelopes, but obviously you don't have to keep that, you can get rid of that. And then here we have a bottom tuck spot. This is an image cut out. It's decorated with a little bit of tea bag and says soak up the sun. And behind here we have a postcard and another larger journal card. It goes in there, and then that slips in as well. And we have the next signature. Oh, I'm all words today. Fingers and thumbs with my words. Tea-dyed paper. Tea-dyed paper. Tea-dyed paper. Here's our music paper, which is a long bottom pocket. Here's your pocket, and that I've decorated with a bit of lacing and some stitching. Centre with your discs. The other side of the music paper, again with the pocket. Tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper. And then on this one I decorated a window envelope. I tea-dyed it and distressed it. Then I put a fussy cut image on the front. I put some words from a napkin on bits of fabric and attached that, beach bar. And then inside there is a journal card with some lacing on the edge. And then that just slides in there. And then you can see the little flower through the window. And tea-dyed paper. And then on the back there is a bottom pocket with the fussy cut image and some gauzing, and in there is a journal card tag, and a larger journal card. And that takes us to the back cover, which has a pocket on it that I've decorated with some fussy cutting and put some more of the string type roping on, and in there is a journal card. And then we start on the other side of the concertina. So this now, the back cover opens up to show the other side. Here's a large corner pocket, again with some tissue paper, stitching, a bit of gauzing. Life is better at the beach. And in there is a postcard, and there is a large journal card as well. And this signature is tea dye paper. Tea dye paper. Here's your music page, which has corner pockets with a little bit of ric-rac on. Tea dye paper. Here I've used a long envelope that's been folded in half. This side I've just decorated with some roping so that it kind of gives the illusion of tied up envelopes. And there's a little fake stamp on there. It flips over, opens up, and there's a little journal card inside. Tea dyed paper. Here's the centre with our discs. Other side of the envelope. That opens up and there's another little card inside. And that will close. And on the other side of there I've added another smaller pocket that's from the kit, and I put a little fussy cut wheel on it with some fabric under, and in there are a couple of little journal cards. Tea dye paper. Here's the other side of the music paper with your corner pocket. Tea dye paper, tea dye paper. Here I have done a top pocket. It opens up at the side and there is a journal card in there. This has been decorated with the fussy cut image of a seagull, some tea bag and gauzing, and says the sea calls. And also it tucks underneath with another journal card and another larger one. This pocket was made out of ledger, bit of ledger. And then here we have a policy type envelope that works as a tuck spot. Now I made this envelope myself, and when I made it I did not make the top flap big enough for a disc. So what I did was I put a disc on the bottom half and then just put a little eyelet with some string attached to it on the flap, but it works in the same way as a policy envelope. I've then decorated that with some fabric and some gauzing and a few more shells, a couple of more shells. And this says hunt for shells. I don't know why I read it to you. You could probably see for yourself what it says. I don't know, but and in there is a journal card. And then that just wraps around to keep it closed. And it works as a tuck as well, which also has a journal card in it. Don't know if I'm still in camera. Let's move it down a bit. Next signature is tea dye paper, tea dye paper, tea dye paper. Here I've done music page pockets, but this time I've done like a long thin pocket. Let me use my ruler to show you. So it opens at the top and there's your pocket there. And it's got some stitching on it. Tea dye paper. Here's your centre with your discs. The other side of the pocket, which again has a pocket at the top here. there you go, get my finger in it. Tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper, lots of writing space. This one again has another altered envelope on it. Again, I've done the paper clip to look like a stamp. The envelope's been distressed. I have done a fussy cut of a rubber ring, the Lifesavers ring, walk on the beach with a bit of tea bag, and again on the back there is the wax seal with the compass on it. I don't know if that's going to focus or show, hopefully it does. And again there's just some tea-dyed paper inside for you to write on, and then that just goes over and the paper clip holds it down. Hopefully it looks like a stamp. And then here I've done a oh, I have an itchy hand, top tuck banner, love the ocean, with a fussy cut image, and in there are 2 journal cards. They tuck in, and then on the other side I have a belly band, and this is being decorated with a fussy cut image, a bit of roping and tea bag and gauze. It says just beachy, and these were off of a shell necklace, so I don't know, they were kind of strung together like sequins. That's the word. They were strung together like sequins, and I took them apart and have used a couple in there. And behind the belly band there's a large card, and then the belly band also works as a long thin pocket, which has got like a little bookmark in, or long tag, whatever you want to call it, and that slides into the belly band. And then this is our last signature. We have tea-dyed paper. Here's your music page pocket, which again is a bottom pocket with some stitching. Music paper, and in this one I've done a glassine bag, which has just been decorated with tissue paper and a fussy cut image, and then has a long thin card in, not as thin as the other one, but tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper. Here's your centre with your discs, tea-dyed paper, tea-dyed paper. Other side of the glassine bag with another fussy cut image, and again a long card inside there. Oh, there we go. Tea-dyed paper. This is the music paper page. It flips out and gives you a longer pocket. It is one long pocket, but because of the fold I would use it as 2 pockets, one here and one here. And tea-dyed paper, and then our last back one is a large corner pocket that's been decorated with some stitching, tissue paper. There's a bit of gauze, a fussy cut image, and says life is grand with your toes in the sand. I quite like that. And in there is another little envelope. Again, I haven't put anything in the envelope. It's empty for you to add what you want into it. And there is also a larger journal card that's been backed and stitched. And then that takes us back to our front cover. So yeah, in total there are 7 signatures. I'll see if I can try and open it out so you can see how the concertina works. The accordion, I mean. Accordion book. There you go. So yeah, I quite enjoyed doing this one. I've never done this kind of theme before. I usually stick to like birds and botanicals and Edith Holden and things like that. But I quite enjoyed doing this one. It was a bit different. So I will list this in my shop as well, and I'll put the link in the description below. And then you just, there's lots of growth room in this. You just tie it up as well. I'd love to hear your feedback on this. I don't know if it's a good thing doing such themed things. I don't know if people like them, but yeah, I would love your feedback on it. So please do let me know what you think. Comment, I will try and answer them. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and like I say, I'll put description link to the shop for the kits that I used below, and to my shop below. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Oh, got a plane going over. I live on the flight path. It's a nightmare sometimes. Thank you. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.